Hi everyone, Samantha Wolf here. I'm going to talk about Pear Deck today for our formative assessment review. So if you haven't used Pear Deck before, Pear Deck is an interactive Google slide for formative assessments. And you can make the answers available using text, multiple choice, numbers, like numbering your orders. You can have the students draw, or they can you can use a draggable answer. So all of those options are right here. This is just a screenshot of what it looks like when you start a lesson. Um, that they It also has some advantages and disadvantages. It works through a Google Slide add-on, or you can use Pear Deck, the Pear Deck website with the join code, which I'll show you in a few seconds. There are 3 different cost brackets. The mainline Pear Deck is free. There is an individual premium, which is $150 a year, and then there's custom, which is for schools and districts. My district, I'm lucky enough that they pay for it, so I've used Pear Deck quite a bit over the past year and a half, 2 years when we were virtual. It was one of the ways for me to see what my students were capable of doing without having them constantly using a whiteboard. Advantages. It can be student paced or teacher paced. It automatically saves so students don't have to turn in assignments. You can have a check-in function at the beginning of the activity that's assigned. So it'll ask students how they're feeling, if they have a green happy face, a straight yellow face, or a unhappy red face. Students can work simultaneously while they don't see each other's work, while a teacher can monitor what they're doing as long as they're working on that assignment. Disadvantages, I feel that it's hard to grade if you're looking at more than one drawing slide at a time because it becomes very challenging to toggle between the dashboard screens. And this could just be my lack of user knowledge, but I've tried a few different ways and I've talked to other coworkers about it, and they also have the same issue. So when we are looking at Pear Deck, when you log in, you have your home screen, so you can choose a prompt and you have all these different options. But you can also go into sessions. So I'm going to show you what my session looks like. This is a session that I did a few days ago. We were virtual. So you would click this, and this is a presentation session. So what'll come up is the join code for students to join without being on Google Classroom. They can go to this website, they type in the code, and it'll automatically come up. You could also give students a link. Other option is to post it to Google Classroom. They have it already embedded with the add-on. The other thing I wanted to show you was the dashboard for teachers. So there are different ways to show your students' work. And what'll happen is you can do a list, so then it like overlap you can go into each student's work and see what their answers are. There's a grid layout, which is my favorite, and then there's an overlay layout so you can see what students have done. You can see their work, but it's all of their student work together. I like it this way because I can see each student's work, but then I can't really zoom in. If I click on them, it doesn't take me anywhere. So those are some downfalls that I have found. As far as when we're looking at the 5 keys for classroom assessment and quality, Pear Deck allows you to choose and create the content. So I think as far as that goes, that's fantastic. As long as the student is on the actual assignment and they are doing it accurate, they're doing their best of their ability, it's accurately reflecting what they can do. But there's no way to monitor if it's that actual student, which is a struggle that I've had, especially when we were virtual. I think that if I would begin to use a rubric, that might help my students, but it also might deter my students that are struggling to have someone else do their work for them, which is already a problem that I was running into. As far as key 4, formative usefulness, students can make decisions about their working and their knowledge. I've not found a way to allow peers to discuss the assignments on Pear Deck. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know if you've used Pear Deck. I also feel that the feelings check-in helps provide another layer of usefulness because students perform poorly after giving an unhappy face. You can see if they're just having a bad day and they actually know the content, or if they're having a bad day and they don't know the content, or vice versa. As far as key 5, effective communication, you could communicate in real time with your students if you are live with them as they are working, because you have the session open and see what they're doing. But it also saves automatically, so you can see that was an assignment I did Wednesday the 19th, and my students' work is still there, so that we could log in for later discussion if we need to. I do wish there was a way that I could give feedback to my students off of the work that they were doing, so that I could encourage them or say, you're really close with whatever assignment they're doing. So hope that my Pear Deck review is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any hints, please let me know. Have a great day.